Okay, so today is Wednesday, November 20th. We're picking up where we left off on trig identities. But I want to bring some things to mind. I'm sitting here looking at 43, 44. That's where we ended up yesterday. But I want you to look at this and pay close attention to what we have right here in just the problems. Because a majority of you are going like, I don't know where to begin and all this other stuff. And I understand. Okay, I get it. There's no prior knowledge that you can bring into this. It's crazy stuff, right? So you're learning it for the first time. So I need you to, or except two of you, I need you to think about how you learn new things. Okay? And here's the key. On this first problem, 43 right here, and we worked it yesterday, we'll stop here. Cotangent of x, cosecant of x, right? Yeah? Okay, so I want you to just look at a cotangent of x. Can I rewrite it? Yes or no? What are my options of rewriting the cotangent of x? It's what? Come on. Cosine x over what? Sine, right? It's also what? 1 over tangent, correct? So, but that's all we know about cotangent, correct? Do y'all understand that? That's it. That's all we know. That's all we can do with that. Look at cosecant. What can we do with cosecant? 1 over sine, right? Okay? So you've got to understand that, guys, if you look at what you're given from a trig function in each one of these terms, if you look and see what your options are, things will become much easier. Rewrote cotangent is this, right? Because cotangent give me a cosine and what? Sine, right? I got to find a commonality between these two, and the only common thing is who? Sine, right? Does that make sense? So you start to see some things like that. Questions? Look at this one. Cosecant, secant, right? Cosecant sine, right? Reciprocal sine. And secant's reciprocal of who? Cosine, right? So if you think about it, man, that's the only two things I've got, right? Looking at this, 1 over sine divided by 1 over cosine, so it basically comes out to be cosine x of sine over x, right? Which is nothing more than a cotangent. So that's things you need to think. I can't do any other things to it than that, right? All right. So let's look at 45. You want to work one at a time, you'll work two of them. What you want to do? What's your pleasure? Do you want to just work at 45, talk about it, and then 46, or do you want to work both of them and then let's just go with it? All right, so 45 will give you about a minute. I want you to look at it and think about what can I rewrite it as, okay? What can I rewrite it as? Go. How many of y'all like, I ain't seen nothing but the board and I don't understand it? Okay. First off, stop what you're doing. Look up here and let's check your thoughts. Let's see what you're not seeing, okay? Because it's all about understanding what you're looking at. If you don't know what you're looking at, it's not going to happen. Period, guys. The numerator says cosine squared. No, it says 1 minus sine squared x, right? Because it says something squared, the first thing you ought to go to is Pythagorean identities, correct? And in doing that, you should see that 1 minus sine squared x is who? Cosine squared x, right? What is cosecant squared x minus 1? What is that? What is it? Cotangent. Okay, so all we've done is taken this first one and rewrote it in terms of what it equals in the Pythagorean identities, right? Yes? All right, so I want you to go old school on this. What I mean by old school is I want you to go cosine squared of x divided by Well, can I rewrite cotangent? I can rewrite it as cosine of x over who? The sine of x, right? Correct? So now keep change what? Flip. So I've got cosine squared of x, right? Times sine x over who? Yeah.
Wouldn't you have to make cotangent x squared?
Yes, I should. Sorry. Yep. So that would all be that. Which would be that. Thank you. Good catch. Dare was saying it, but I wouldn't hear him because he kept saying it's low. Yeah, I couldn't notice he was low, and I could hear it. Thank you for taking the initiative. Tell me I messed my square. All right, so now look at it. Look what's going to cross out diagonally, guys. So this all equals what? Sine squared x, right? We've done it, right? Yeah? Question. All right, do you see how we went through this? We took it and rewrote the identities as cosine squared x, cotangent squared x. Then broke it out into the red. When I say go old school on your division, please go old school. It's going to help you. Okay? Probably doesn't benefit me to rewrite cosine, does it? But it is going to benefit me to rewrite cotangent. And in doing so, keep change flip, and you see these. Okay? All right. A little bit better? Yes? I give you a minute for 46. Yep. All right. So let's look at the numerator first. What's up in the numerator? A 1. Can I do anything with it? Okay. Tangent squared x plus 1. What is it? How did you know it was secant squared? We did what now? And went where? So what told you to go look at Pythagorean theorem? The square, right? Yeah. The tangent squared plus 1, right? So that's 1 over secant squared, right? All right. Not yet. What's this? We've done, right? 1 over secant squared is cosine squared x, right? Yeah.
Where is that?
It's reciprocal, but it's simple. Okay, so I'm gonna nerd out on something based off of something that Isaiah's got. This is one way to do this, okay? All right, so I'm gonna show you. There's many different ways that you can do this. Ready? Look and listen. Okay, so put your pencil down. I want y'all to see something. Because if you do this, I think it will help you a tremendous amount. You ready? Look at here. I mean, take your eyes. You got to sit. I'm looking here at me. Put your pencil down. Ready? There's 2 terms up here, right? One is tangent. One is what? Cotangent. Okay. Tell me what you can do to tangent. Tell me what you can do. 1 over who? Cotangent. Or I could do what? Sine over cosine, right? Y'all with me? Those are my only 2 options for that. You with me? Good. Look at cotangent. What are my options for it? 1 over tangent. Cosine over what? Do you understand? Those are my only 2 options. Now, look at the bottom. Secant. What's the only thing I can do with secant? Yeah, it's 1 over cosine, right? Okay. That's it. Those are my only players in the field and how I can move. I got to use that bit of information to move forward to simplify this, right? Does that make sense? Okay, now, start. You got a minute. Go. 47. All right, let's go. Lord help us. All right, so there's about 3 different ways you can do the top. Okay, if you go tangent is sine x over cosine x times cosine x over sine x, you will understand that these are going to do what? Drop, right?
Yes, I did that. Thank you.
Okay, those will go to 1. Or you could have rewrote tangent as 1 over cotangent, and it would have crossed out diagonally, right?
So is it,
Or you could have rewrote cotangent as 1 over tangent, and it would have crossed out. So there's 3 different ways you could have done the top.
so is it 1 over secant then?
Not yet. Hold up. I ain't got there yet. So this is going to give you 1 over secant x. So what's 1 over secant x? Cosine x. Boom, done.
Well, that wasn't that.
It wasn't that bad.
I was just confused because I was like, it can't be this easy.
Yes, it's that easy.
I was like,
You just got to get a way to look at things and go, that's what we got to do.
okay,
Okay.
wait, give me a minute on the.
Okay. Now,
No, don't do it.
I need you to look at 48. I'm going to give you a minute for 48, okay? Same way, same approach. Look and see what your options are for each term, right?
Yeah. Water's not.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's look at this one. Y'all ready? What can I do to sine?
You keep it. Yeah, just keep it. Don't change it. Keep it.
You normally don't change sine or cosine. I'll just go ahead and tell you. That's normally ones you don't. But if I had to, it could be 1 over cosecant, right?
Not for this.
All right. Oh man, I got cosecant right here, right? Whoa, that'd be like 1 over sine. Y'all see something there? I mean, so let's look. Sine, 1 over sine, right? Over tangent, right? I don't want to make this next. All right. Do y'all see what's going to happen up top? What happened up top? It went what? Crossed out. Simplify. Came to 1, right? So look, guys. 1 over tangent of x. See, sometimes if you just take it bit by bit, you might not have to do as much work. But some of y'all may have went ahead and did your tangent at sine and cosine, and then you had to put it back together, right? You may have. I don't know. All right. Okay, let's go have some more fun. Voila. Go. I know. Let's make it worse. Yes. 49. You got a minute. Think about what you can do to it. Old school fractions. Okay? Write it out long ways. Go. Secant. Can I do anything with secant?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably have to do something with secant, don't I?
Yeah.
Probably so.
1 over cosine.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to rewrite 1 over cosine x times, let's see.
1 over.
Whoa.
I don't know.
That's sine x, right?
Oh, just kidding. I thought you were talking about
Divided by who? Sine.
over.
Well, if I do divide, it's going to be sine over cosine. But can I go ahead and flip it? Can I do that? Are y'all okay with that? So it would be like cosine x over what? Sine x. All right. Now look right here. Oh, golly, that jumped right out of my hand. All right, look. See that cosine right there? That right there? Look at right here. Here and where? What I eat?
I was told this could never be possible.
You did it right.
I remember being in class last year and you can't do that.
All right.
You can't. And now he's like,
Y'all good?
I mean, yeah.
All right, go do another. Go get your national treasure on. Go see what it's really saying. You got a minute? No. No.
What's wrong with you?
Okay, so I rewrote it long ways. I wrote it out. And of course, tangent, I'm just going to put sine squared x over cosine squared x. And I know that that's really, if I flip it, it's 1 over secant, which is just what? Cosine, right? Right? Correct? Shaboom boom. So what's this?
Sine squared x.
Sine squared x. How y'all doing?
Wait, I caught it. Oh, because they're squared. I forgot the squared. That's what it was. I was like, where am I?
How many of y'all it's getting a little bit easier for you?
I got squared.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Brittany, Brandy, y'all good? Y'all good? You sure? Molly?
I haven't gotten one wrong.
Oh, good.
Yes, Mom.
Are you starting to see some things?
Fantastic.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Go.
What is
Bye, see you. All right. Now, cosine power 2 minus x. What does that really simplify that to? What is it? This right here becomes what? Sine x. And this secant becomes what? 1 over what?
No, I'm so stupid. 1 over cosine.
Ladies and gentlemen, when you do this right here, that's sine x over cosine x.
Wait, no.
No?
What?
I said it's tangent x. Y'all agree?
Yes. I got it. I got it. I think I got it. Okay, man.
Yay or nay?
Let's do 52.
Yeah, y'all with me? Ah, okay, good.
I don't need
All right, less dagger eyes looking at me. Can y'all do 52 now? All right, let's try it. Excuse me, I have 1 minute and 40 seconds. Please face forward. Look at said Rob.
I did it.
What is cotangent power 2 minus x? What's that right there become? Look on your identity. What is it? Tan x, baby. Tangent of x. Okay, now times cosine of x. Well, I'm probably not going to change my cosine, am I?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to go sine x.
Yeah. I resaw it.
Spoon, sine x. That's it, right? Any questions? Now, what do you need to do for your homework? You need to get these problems, you need to write them down on some sheet of paper, and you need to rework them.
Is that all we're gonna like?
That's the only way you learn these.
No, I'm saying like, is that like the last type of
Oh, no, we bring them more and more. More like that right there. More they're using these identical. We're going to have so much fun. Tell all your friends, bring them to us. We're going to have so much fun in 6th period tomorrow. Good, man. We will. Make sure that you're practicing, folks. It is very important.